Now let's look at the second video on square roots, focusing on multiplying square roots. So let's look at an example problem. An example problem might be 5 square root of 10 times 3 square root of 6. So in order to multiply square root terms, the rule that you need to remember is OOIIS. And that stands for outside times outside, inside times inside, and simplify. So let's look at this. We want to look at the number that's outside the square root, the 5, and then the other number that's outside the square root, the 3, and multiply 5 times 3. And 5 times 3 is 15. And then let's look at the number that's inside the square root and the other number that's inside the other square root, 10 and 6, and let's multiply those together, and that's 60. So you have 15 square root of 60. And after you get 15 square root of 60, you need to simplify what's inside the root. And 60, I think 4 goes into it, so let's try that. Let's go 60 divided by 4, 4 and 15. So that's square root of 4 and square root of 15. So that's 15 square root of 4, square root of 15. Square root of 4 is 2, so that's 15 times 2, square root of 14. And your answer is 30 square root of 14. Let's look at another example. Let's do minus 3 square root of 12 times 10 square root of 6. So outside times outside, minus 3 times 10 is a minus 30. And then you have inside times inside. That's 12 times 6. That's 72. It's inside the root, so it stays inside the root. That's 72. And now we need to simplify, right? Outside, outside, inside, inside, simplify. Let's look at 72. 72 is 9 and 8. So that's going to be minus 30 square root of 9, square root of 8. Square root of 9 is 3, so then you go minus 30 times 3 square root of 8. 3 times 30 is 90, so that's minus 90 square root of 8. And that's simplified, but it's not simple enough. What we can still do is we can still simplify square root of 8. 8 is 4 and 2, and 4 is a perfect square. So that's minus 90, square root of 4, square root of 2. Square root of 4 is 2, so that's minus 90 times 2, square root of 2. And that's minus 180, square root of 2. And that's your answer. Let's look at that problem just again, just for a second. We had minus 3 root 12 times 10 root 6. And the rule is, of course, OOIIS. What we could have done is we could have simplified the square root of 12 first, right? Square root of 12 is square root of 4, square root of 3. That's minus 30 times 2, so that's minus 60 square root of 3 times 10 square root of 6. Now you go minus 60 times 10 is minus 60. I wrote down the problem wrong. So anyway, that's a different problem actually. Minus 60, that's minus 600 square root of 18. We'll stop it there.